How y'all doing there? Good morning, good evening, good late night to you, whatever it may be. I am up. And I'm gonna sit here and just play around raking some locks. Just kind of practice at doing it. So I thought, why not add it to a little bit of a live, a little camera. Down a little bit. I might have to actually. I have to tighten my mount with this because I broke the. There we go though. Alright. So I got some locks, I got some picks, I got some rakes, I got some tension tools. Actually, let me get tension tools a little more available. Let me just go ahead, grab the old 140. First lock I bought to pick and rake and start learning the game on. So generally, I'm going to start something new, like a new pick. I'm going to try a new trick. Or I'm gonna, just play around with something. It's one of the locks I pick up. I want to get the feel for finding that sweet spot and raking on the tension. See, I can still get this thing open anytime I get in there, but it's one of those things. I know I can one-shot it. That's always the goal. And then sometimes just need to switch up what I'm using. So, it's just nice thing about a lot of the low-level master locks is you get in there and rock them after you set some stuff. And I can sit here and do this over and over because I like doing it, but it's also practice. So especially early on, I kind of raked over 200 locks a day. This thing's been raked thousands of times. You can actually see right there, going all the way to there. It's because when you push down on this, it pushes, if it's in there, right? It pushes it against the lock body. So when you open it, it scrapes along that, and it's been digging this groove out. So you can see from there to there. And I don't know what the key is, but the key sort of still works. If I put the key in, it doesn't work, but if I kind of pick it up and jiggle it a little bit, it can open, and that's a result of all of the damage I've started to do on the inside. There's damage to the pins, but you can really feel it when you're in here. The springs are just squishy as all get out. I've blown this lock out, almost. But I will, the one thing, as much of an embarrassment as this company can be, is, I mean, I'll give it up for the durability. There's probably some other locks that would have died long before this thing has given up the ghost, and it's, it's still going. So you gotta give it some respect on that accord. Mess around with another master lock real quick. see if this little double peak gets in there. This is a trailer coupler. I'm hoping. There we go. Although, a nasty little secret about this is in the back, there's the pins up to there, but in the back there's a little button that allows you to just do that. Sorry, I had that in the wrong way, so just pop, pop. I actually don't need the tension tool for this open. And the disgusting thing is every version of this lock that Master Lock makes has that bypass, which makes it kind of a joke for a lock, but man, it's really kind of a cool fidget tool. Let's go ahead and use the tension tool. Actually, it's easier than the pick because it's stiffer. Let's see if beat up bobby pin will get in there. No, it's not straight. Yeah, that's the only problem there. Straighten it real quick. And we'll see if it works too. He says, as if he doesn't know the answer. And where are we at? Oh. Oof. That's too bent up. It defeated the bobby pin. Way to go, Master Lock. You kind of did something that didn't suck. I don't know. What's going on? Is there anybody doing that thing? A few people have been watching. Chat it up. Tell me who you are, where you're at. It's just a late night or early morning, or however you want to describe it, excursion into the world of raking. So let's rake this guy. A little Chateau 44mm. Of course, we'll need a turning tool that fits. And then I will need a rake. And we'll see if we can pop that open right, which of course we did. There's one thing to think about. You see those little nubs? And you got a turning tool in here. Depending on the lock, those nubs get in the way. So you just want to make sure, you have things set so they're not going to hit them when you're paying attention, because it does drive you nuts when you get an open, hit a nub, bounce back, and lose the pop. I can say that. This is a multi-pick. Is the Druin? No. This is the Abona. I like this. Ooh, very nice rake. From the Lock Noob set. We're going to have a sale on Black Friday if you're interested in lock picks. La Chateau. Alright, let's break open another silly lock. Pretty Brinks. Lockout, tag out, which means it's key retaining. And honestly, this is the worst lock I've ever encountered. It's just silly. worse than a 140. And this, I've had another one of these that was easier to open. This one's the hard one, I think. It's just, and it's got security pins in it. Look at that security. Whoa, nobody stole my stuff. There we go again. I just, it takes time to actually open that and do that. So, see, it's a dead shackle, dead core. It means there's no spring. It'll just sit wherever it's at. And it doesn't spring open, falls open. So, when you're opening it over and over for practice, as we're talking about, once I have it, I can feel it's open. I know it's open, so I can just put it back, give it another go, put it back, give it another go, and again, we're here to talk about practice habits. This is what I do with a lock. Try to figure it out, or try to get it, and then I try to repeat it, and then I try to understand, what that was to do it, so I can continue to recreate that. And then that'll give me an understanding and a feeling. No, it's that pin right there. That helps me, get better at getting other locks too. But as you can see, like I was popping, and then I get talking, and now I'm not paying attention. There we go. A lot of brinks, it's set in the back, and then there's something in the front you're gonna have to pop. They like to put their security pins up front. So you can often kind of pop the back, give a little lean up front on your way out, and that's what does it. So yep, over and over. That's how you practice with anything. That's how you get good. Master Lock 3 looks nice in the plastic body. There we go. Just pop. Actually, not my preferred lock or tool for this lock. But the other thing about practicing is I know I can bust this with a different tool a little better. I want to learn knowing how to get this lock open. I like to just, figure it out on different style tools. Oh, nice. What's up, Dots Locks? How you doing, brother? Yeah, this is what you got to do, right? You want to get better. You got to spend some time popping the locks. Whether it's single pin picking, bypassing, raking. You want to get better at gutting, you got to gut a bunch of locks. That's not right. Alright. I'll go back to what I like popping most of these with. If I can find it. Alright, yeah. The old Quint traditional. Kind of my go-to at the beginning, you know. Either that or a triple peak bow guitar. Kind of my two spots I start. And then I'll worry about like a Montserrat or Savannah or a Bona. Over and over again. That's what you gotta do. Alright, if you'll allow me a moment to pour a little coffee. A little cup. A little coffee. I don't know, is that like a pun or a dad joke or just me being weird? You decide. I drink my coffee out of the little cup because I pour, you know, about a third in there and then I drink it and I top it off, pour another one. That way the entire time it stays really, really warm. I don't have a big cup that is too hot, and I don't have a big cup that gets too cold too quick. Yeah. That's the kind of insight you guys came here for. I appreciate that. You still there, Dots? If not, I appreciate you stopping by, definitely. It's not really the prime hours for, yeah, I don't know if I'll use this on this. Yeah, that's not my preferred. Where was the one I was using? Oh, there it is. In fact, usually when I'm doing like a practice session, I will just start out with this before I branch off into other stuff. Ugh, that's like a crunchy turn. I got a weak turner in there. It's going to bend it as I'm trying to turn that. And then this looks like that because that's what Masterlock does underneath their plastic coatings. And if you just pop that and that out, it's pretty easy. You start peeling plates. You just gotta peel like one plate and you just pull the lock out. That's fun. I have one of those. Hold on. Here's what this lock looks like if you tear those out and the bottom off. And then, ooh. That's what's inside there. That little thing, which I screwed it up. Turned it all the way, dropped the pins out, and then now I have a spring wrapped around and grinding this down. So I have really destroyed this thing. Hold on, I got smoke in my eye. All right, back to the coffee. Back to some Rake. All right. Yeah, I'll try this scrub rake from Southern Specialties. It should crunchy on that one. Not ideal. Excuse me, not ideal at all. Let's see if this guy gets in there. It's got a hit, but I'm not hitting it. Not enough peaks. Not tall enough. There we go. See how. And it was so resistant, man. It was easy. If I'm not paying attention, I wouldn't have felt it, honestly. I gotta kind of put a little crank on that thing to get that open. Alright. Let's play with another dead shackle, dead core. Master lock, 575. I actually like this lock. Again, not the ideal rake. Alright, it's triple peak, but it's low middle on the peak. And for these, a lot of things like this, it just seems like scrubbing with a triple peak until get to that point. Just works a little better. I want to give up the ghost again. I don't know why. Had something overset and stuck. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice little lock. One shot it, or one shot wiggle it. Yeah. Decent speed, right? Not too bad. Alright, this defeated me last time, actually. Alright. I'll call that redemption. And put it to the side. There's a guard security lock. I've raked it. I don't remember. It's not one of the locks I've raked a lot, so off the top of my head, I don't know what I want to go in there and rake it with. So this is in my hand. I like triple peaks. I'll start there. Not sure if I'm supposed to go higher in the back or overset in the back. Let me try that with. How do you lose? No, quad's good enough. How do you lose? Like, I only put the picks right here in front of me. And then I turn, oh, there it is. And then I turn around, I can't find one. There we go. Like so, there's your tried and true baby blue. It's a practice session. You do it a couple times. Yeah, it's I was oversetting the back. So doing this, I can feel right there when I get it. And I turn it a little bit. Those pins are locked in place. I like to feel where they're at. So I can feel that it's a really low cut, you know, don't touch or low touch pin in the back. And when I was trying to do it with the Bogota, I was just oversetting the hell out of it. And that's kind of what I was feeling a little bit while I was trying it. That's what I'm looking for as I'm raking things. A little more coffee there. And you got a Brinks 50mm. And it's usually set the back. And kind of pop the front. But sometimes they're a little different. When they get grungy, it just gets a little different. Oh, come on. Come on, Mr. Brinks. Well, now, Mr. Brinks, I'm going to have to bust out the big guns. Let me just switch that. Wow. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was a little bit tension tool. It does matter, especially just between you and how it feels and your ability to manipulate the core. So sometimes swapping that out to a thicker, different brand just helps you out. Might be inclined to switch our rake real quick, but also think about switching your turning tool, you know, and try out different turning tools. So here's two of the turning tools from Southern Specialties, both 40 thousandths. Both have similar angle, a little angled out at the top instead of a straight 90. That's kind of nice. But you can see one of them has a little twist here. One of them does not. This one gives you a little more flexibility for a different kind of feedback on the handle, whereas this one is incredibly stiff. So which one's better? It depends on you, depends on the lock, depends on what you're doing. Both of them are good to have. Go back to this LL lock. put a little pinch down there. Let's see how quick we can get that back open. Nice. This is a lock, one of many locks sent to me by Jack Fox, at Jack Fox on YouTube. Jack Fox Locks, I think. Wonderful man. Sent those to help out my Mitten Made Lock Sport group for vets. Trying to help support and supply some YouTube lock sporters that are also vets. I have just started another channel, Mitten Made, so go check that out. Let's see if we can open that up some else. Try the old Monster at 4. Nice little wavy handle, which is nice with the rakes. It gives you extra little grip, just straight up on the handle. So for that reason, I do like it. Yeah, in those missing areas, sometimes it really helps. Sometimes it means you're missing out on hitting some stuff. So, ooh, I don't think I've ever one-shot that before. A little bit of McNally. You gotta like that. Cheers to that. Let's have a little celebration. And speaking of, we'll celebrate it and celebrate. So, I imagine if you're here watching or you check this out later, you most likely know who I am. I am C Stew Do, founder of Mitten Made, co-founder of the Shackleman Cuff Club. My partner in the Shackleman Cuff Club, Mr. Not Too Dead, or as we lovingly call him, Still Kicking. That's a good boy right there. Like that guy. Oh, this is me, the fighting lockpicker. You have to love a good raking session. Been doing a bit of raking and hybrid picking myself, trying out my new wall locks. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, it's my bag, man. I love raking. Obviously, any important challenge giveaway thing I do has got raking. I make you people rake. Gotta dig it. Just, our whole philosophy is open is open. Get the lock of the cuffs open. Get the job done. That's what we do. And, oh yeah, what was that? So yeah, I'm C Stew Do. My wife, Mrs. Stew, she helps me out in some videos here and there, inspired by the Deadlocks and Mrs. Deadlocks duo. We have our Shackleman Cuff Club picker chips. I don't know where my other one is. This has got my logo on the other side. Let's put Not Too Dead back over here. And then if we're talking Shackleman Cuff Club, check out this leather case made by Random Jim. Here's a crazy thing. I knew it was going to fade. I wanted it to fade. I love the color it faded to. It's actually the shades of an evil olive cherry tomato that I grow, which makes me love it. But it started out that color. Yeah. So if anyone gets these, make sure you treat it to protect from the color fade, unless you want it to fade and take on its own hues. All right, take another sip. I get back to raking some locks. Let's go ahead and rake this Bovie Dimpolato. It's a fun rake. I'm gonna go ahead and use my stew pick. Ergonomic finger pick rake system came up with. And we're just gonna go, there's pins on that side and on that side, so you gotta do a little both sides action. To be able to get it to pop out on you. So let's go ahead and try that with the quad. Doable. I had a yellow one of these that Sadistic Picker sent me. It was the first dimple lock I ever had. One of the first lotto locks I ever had. And I went on a tear. I busted it with every tool I could find. Turning tools, forks. I went crazy. So we will try the Druin from Multipick. It's another rake I really like. There you go. That's what practice is, man. It's doing this over and over and over. Doing it and doing it and doing it some more. There you go, aggressive cycloid from Jimmy Longs. Try that again. There we go. Not hitting it quite as well as I want it to, but let's actually see. Oh yeah, we'll see if I can pop it with a turning tool. There we go. I had to like kind of pick it, massage it, a little hybrid action. But you always gotta like when that gets you an open. So, well, currently it appears like there are no viewers, so it's okay if I take a moment and have no action. Do a little something on the side. And in case someone actually happens to be here, I'll keep talking to you a little bit. As I said, we just started the Mid-Made Lock Sport YouTube channel. After Thanksgiving, once December hits, we're going to be doing some giveaway challenges, some sponsor appreciation giveaways for Multipick, Lockjaw, Southern Specialties, and Lockpick World, our product sponsors. And then after that, we'll run those. Each one will run about 2 weeks. After that, we'll do an EDC giveaway for our vet Bando, who is really into survival, prepping, EDC, stuff like that. And then we got some other things that we're planning on trying to do next year that we're pretty excited about. And then the Shackleman Cuff Club should have some more things coming as well. I just like to do things. So it's been a fun little rake session. This is what I was going to do anyway. I thought I'd share it with y'all and see if anyone was out there wanting to rake, wanting to talk rakes, wanting to get in the chat. Thankful that Dots Locks showed up. This is me, the Fighting Lockpicker. Thank you as well. And anybody else that bothered to watch, hey, thank you. This has been Stu. I'll talk to you guys later.